Hey folks, today we will understand the poem Childhood by Markus Natten. Have you ever wondered when exactly you cross the invisible line between childhood and adulthood? The poet Markus Natten is doing precisely that. He's on a search through the corridors of his own memory, trying to find the exact moment when his childhood left him. Let us understand paragraph-wise. The poem Childhood by Markus Natten. Paragraph 1. The poem begins with the poet wondering about when his childhood came to an end. He asked himself, was it the day he turned 11 years old? Or was it the day when he realized that heaven and hell existed and yet could not be found in geography or on the map? He realized they are imaginary places that actually do not exist in this world. Paragraph 2. The poet again repeats the same question about when did his childhood go. He discovers that adults are hypocrites and are not how they seem to be. The adults who talked of love actually do not behave so lovingly. They are double-faced in reality. Was that the day when his childhood left him? They preached love, but their own actions could be filled with negativity and spite. This bitter realization that the people who taught him about love weren't always living by their own lessons shattered his perfect, childlike image of the world. His faith was lost, not in God, but in trusting grown-ups. The mask of adulthood could sometimes hide an original face. Paragraph 3 inches. The third para of the poem. The poet is still trying to figure out when he lost his childhood. He thinks maybe it happened when he realized his brain was his own. He understood that he could have his own thoughts and ideas, and that no one else owned or controlled them. When he realized he has a separate personality, was that the moment his childhood lost? He wonders if this moment of mental freedom was the very moment he lost his childhood. Paragraph 4 inches, the last paragraph. The poet regrets about his lost childhood. He concludes that his childhood had gone to some forgotten place, which will never come back. He cherished his innocence, which has disappeared, and now could be only seen in a baby's face. He only has sweet memories of his childhood, which would soon fade away. Conclusion. The bittersweet truth that the poet realizes while solving his own mystery is that childhood isn't a place you leave behind. In fact, it's a state of mind you outgrow. He also conveyed a message that the innocence of childhood stays till the time one is an infant, and that is all he knows. It's a bittersweet victory. You gain a self, but you lose the simple, untroubled world you once knew. You gain knowledge and understanding, but you lose the innocence and simplicity.
Oh, friends, when did your childhood go? Perhaps the answer is waiting for you to look within.
Now, let us understand the poetic devices used by Markus Natten in the poem Childhood. 1. Rhetorical question. The poet asks questions and do not expect an answer. It's used to emphasize his internal search. Examples. When did my childhood go? Was it the day I ceased to be 11? 2. Refrain. A refrain is a phrase that is repeated at intervals to give the poem a musical quality and reinforces the central theme. Example. The line, "When did my childhood go?" and "Was that the day?" Antithesis, where two opposite words are used together in a sentence in a poem. Example. Hell and heaven. Alliteration. The repetition of the same letter or sound at the beginning of closely connected words. Example. The time. My mind. Whichever way. Thoughts. That. Inversion. When the subject-verb order is reversed. Example. To use whichever way I choose. Metaphor. A metaphor is a direct comparison between two unrelated things without using like or as. Example. The poet refers to his childhood as something that went to a forgotten place.
If you like the explanation, hit the like button and subscribe for more interesting explanations straight from your textbook.